Good morning everyone. Today we are starting with the session on coding and decoding. So yesterday we had discussed the first concept of coding and decoding. Today we will be starting with the next one, and before that I can see that some students have not solved, most students have got some of the questions in the previous CPP wrong in the class of squares as well as in the class of coding and decoding. So I will be discussing those questions, and let's go through this wonderful topic today. A new type of question on coding and decoding, that is based on number, letter and symbol substitution. Okay. So first of all, let's see the question that most students got wrong in the previous CPP of the first session of squares. So here we have this question 2 2 2 2 2 square, right. So what is the square of this number, right. So as I discussed yesterday, this is based on the concept of patterns. So let me just show you how to calculate this quickly. So this is based on the ones triangle method. So I will discuss this method once quickly with you. Let's understand how to find out quickly 1 square, 1 square, 1 1 square and so on. So if you find 1 square, you see how it will be symmetrical. See, 1 square is 1, 11 square is 121. Here we have 3 ones. So we will say 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. You can see the symmetry here, how it is going in a form of a triangle. That is why we say it is a ones triangle method, symmetrical property of number 1, right. So all we need to do here is to find or see how many ones are there in the particular calculation. So we have 4 ones here. So what should we write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1 and so on. So the same thing we have done here for 2, 2, 2, how many times we have? 5. So we can first write it as 2 into 5 times 1 inside a bracket. When you open the bracket, 2 square becomes 4, and for finding out the square of this number 1 1 1 5 times square is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. Okay. So you are multiplying here 4 into 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1, and that gives us the answer 493817284. So this is what this question was based on, because in the examination you cannot start calculating 2 2 2 5 times into 2 2 2 5 times, that will take too much time. So we have to use a pattern here. What is the pattern? You know the pattern that is followed by this number. Based on that pattern, this question can be solved very quickly. In just 15-20 seconds max, you will get the answer 493817284. Okay. Now we will see the next question. That was from the class on coding and decoding, letter shifting. The first concept we have discussed on day 1, that is yesterday, was based on shifting letters and changing one word into its code word. So this is the question that most students got wrong in the CPP for yesterday's class. Let us look at this here. The word Bangalore is coded as DPINTDDRH. Then how will the word Mumbai be coded? First let us look at this question, and then I will see some question has been posted by Mr. Sanjay Kumar for calculation. We will see that later. So first here sorry, it is a very interesting question. What is happening here? If you read the content also here, all consonants are written first in their order, in the order of their appearance in the word. So it is a new type of question. I created this question based on consonants and vowels to create complexity, so that we can look at the new ways in which questions can come in your exam, right. You hardly see this question anywhere. So it is a new question, completely new, getting ready for the future difficulty level. So here we have the word Bangalore. Okay. So what do we do? first we write down all the consonants B, N, G, L, R, right. So we get here B, N, G, L, R. That's what you have. Now all the vowels are written after the consonants in the same order as the vowels appear in the word. Understand this. First vowel is A, second is again A, third is O, and fourth one is E. So we get A, O, E. As you can see in the solution here also. B, N, G, L, R, A, O, E. Now all consonants are shifted forward by 2 positions. So shift B by 2 positions, N by 2 positions, G by 2 positions, L by 2, R by 2, B, C, D, N, O, P, G, H, I, L, M, N, R, S, T, A. Now vowels are shifted forward by 3 positions. That's how you get here D, D, R, H. Do the same thing with the word Mumbai and you will get the answer as answer option A. So here we have first consonants M, M and B. That will come first, M, B. Now the vowels in the same order as they appear in the word, same order, U, A, I, U, A, I. Shift the consonants by 2 positions, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, and shift the vowels by 3 positions, plus 3, and this will give you the answer O, O, D, X, D, L. Correct? It's a very interesting question, this one, based on not just coding and decoding, understanding of consonants and vowels, using a separate logic for shifting consonants, using a separate logic for shifting vowels, and also reordering the words in the letters in the word. That is also one new thing here. That is what makes this question a little bit of higher difficulty level. So these are the 2 questions that we have from yesterday's CPPs for both the first class on squares and the second class on coding and decoding letter shifting type questions. Okay. Now let's start with the session of today. What are we going to learn today? Alright, the first thing we have to understand, coding by positional value of letters. This is also one common type of question where we use a positional value of letters. And second is coding by substitution, substituting the numbers and symbols, substitution coding. Substitution based coding technique. These 2 techniques we are going to cover today. Again we will start from the basics first, look at the basic methods and then move towards the more advanced concepts and see the advanced difficulty level that can also come from these types of questions from coding and decoding, so that you are prepared for all types of questions. Understand this. Here at HashLearn we are going to expose you to all types of questions that can come from a particular topic, so that you are more than 100% ready for your examination and you are not taken by surprise by any change that happens in the examination. Okay. So let's begin here. Let's start by the first example. If letter is coded as 12520 20518, how will you code the word vowel? You see here we are not shifting the letters, we are not using the shifting technique. The moment you see numbers, somewhere numbers are given to you, but to understand that it could be a question based on positions, positional values. What do we mean by positional values? Let's see here. This is the English alphabet, A to Z. Now what we can do is we can assign positional values, like here we have assigned 1, A is 1, then B is 2, C is 3. These are the positional values. A is the first letter, B is the second letter, C is the third letter. So if we assign the number 1 to A, 2 to B, then Z is 26, the 26th letter. This is one of the methods. Now we will see other methods as we progress in this class. So one of the easier kind of question is based on assigning values starting from A as 1, B as 2, C as 3. So based on that we have this question here. If letter is coded as 12520 20518, what will be the code for vowel? Very simple, you can try and get the answer. Let us see here. First of all, what is V equal to? 22. V is the 22nd letter. What is O equal to? So you see O is 15. What is W equal to? 23. What is E value? It's 5. And what is the value of L? L is 12. So what will be the answer? Vowel is equal to 2215 23512. 2215 23512. So which answer option is correct here? You see answer option B and C are very close, only difference is 3 here and 2 here. That can get some of them you to get the wrong answer. The correct answer is B. Correct answer is B. So you see here, someone answered the question as C, Raju has answered it C. So always be sure that there are always very close answers. Don't just mark the answer after calculating the first few letters. Remember that in your examination you have negative marks. So accuracy is as important as speed, if not more, right? So focus on both speed and accuracy. Now the question is that every time I get this question, am I going to write down all the letters from A to Z and start numbering them 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 26 and then solve the question? Is it a feasible method? No, obviously not. I told you yesterday we get just 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, that's all to solve one question. So we cannot write down A to Z and then get the answers, because that will be taking too much time. Start writing A1, B2, C3, how many questions you can answer? Please understand, you want to clear bank exams in the first attempt, not in the third, fourth attempt, okay? That is our purpose, that is our goal. Please understand this very important thing. So what should we do? What is the solution? So we have a technique for learning the positional value of letters. So see, our purpose is to make learning easier for you, simpler for you. That will be our goal throughout, okay? So we will learn a technique here, how to simplify the process of solving these questions based on positional value of letters. So what we do is that instead of learning the positional value of all letters by hearting them like a parrot, A1, B2, C3, D4, that is not a good strategy. Under pressure, exam pressure, in order to do questions faster, you can do basic mistakes where L can become 12 or 13 or 11 and then you can get the wrong answer, because the correct value of L is 12, not 13, not 11. So what we do, we learn the in between letters, okay? So we have B, E, J, O, T, Y. What we do, we learn the value of these letters. These are the in between positional value, mid values you can say. Once you know the positional value of these letters in the English alphabet, using these letters you can find out the positional value of all letters in the English alphabet. And this is easy to learn. You can learn this as a word, EJOTY. The word is EJOTY, B-E-J-O-T-Y. So this is what I mean by this technique, fast technique. So what is the positional value of each of these letters? Let us see. So B is 2, E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20, Y is 25. That means that B is 2, after that all of these numbers are multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So no need to memorize separately, you know E is 5, B, E, J, O, T, Y, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I know J is 10, I can say L is 12. You understand that, right? I is 9. So what is R equal to? T is 20, so R is 18. What is P equal to? O is 15, so P is 16. So if I know these in between positions, finding out the positions of any letter in the English alphabet will not be difficult for you. So you don't have to memorize the entire table, and you don't have to write down A to Z every time you want to solve a question in the examination. That is the benefit of learning these in between positions. Now let's try one thing. All of you can do it. So I will give you some words on the screen and you will try to do the coding as fast as possible. That means write down the positional value of the letters of each of the words that you see on the screen and see how much time it takes for you. So here we have 4 words: Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai. Try and do the coding. What you have to do is write down the positional value, what is B, what is A, and get that answer here. For each of these words, without looking at the table, without writing down A to Z, just by using the concept of EJOTY, B is 2, E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20, Y is 25. So can someone quickly code Bangalore? What will be the code for Bangalore? If the value of A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, what will be the code for Bangalore? What will be the code for Delhi? What will be the code for Mumbai and Chennai? Find out the code and post in the comment. I want to see who can post the comment fastest. Using the in between positions, not by writing down A1, B2 up to Z26. So what is the code for Bangalore? Let's see. Bangalore is 211 471 12 15185. So B is 2, A is 1, N is 14, G is 7, A is 1, L is 12, O is 15, R is 18 and E is 5. Correct? So yes, Bhavna, you got the right answer. Now what is the answer for Delhi? How fast you can do it? That's the main question. How fast we can code? How fast we can find out the positional value of letters quickly? What is the code for Delhi? 451289. D is 4, E is 5, L is 12, H is 8 and I is 9. What is the code for Mumbai? How many seconds are you taking? Now are you referring to the table again and again, or you are using the in between positions? So this technique will make it very easy for you to find out the positional value of letters in the English alphabet. That is a trick. That is why we are learning this technique. So yes, the answer for Mumbai 132113219. So M is 13, U is 21, U comes after T, T is 20, so U is 21, M is 13, O is 15, N is 14 and M is 13, B is 2, A is 1 and I is 9. What is the code for Chennai? Let's do it quickly. 385141419. So what you will see, that coding becomes so easy. It's easier for you to find out the positional value of letters if you use this word EJOTY. This is a trick that you should have. B is 2, E10, J, E5, J10, O15, T20 and Y25. E, J, O, T, Y are consecutive multiples of 5 and B is 2. Alright. Now take a new question here. Based on the positional value of letters, the next question. So try solving this question. If the code for trip is 791811, then what is the code for road? The code for trip is 791811. So you can see the code here. 791811 is the code for trip. Then what is the code for road? Who can get the answer fastest? Again, this question is based on positional value. So can you apply your thought and find out what could be the logic used? If you see EJOTY, T is 20, but here T is 7. So what is happening? What is used here? If you look at EJOTY and look at the positional value of letters we have discussed earlier, what is the positional value of T? 20. So what is R? R is 18, but here we have 9. Here I is 18, P is 11. So what is the code for road? What has been used for finding out, or what technique has been used for converting trip into the code that you see on the screen? Find out that trick, find out the logic used and then find out the code for road. So this question, is based on reverse alphabetical positions of letters. We are not starting with A1, B2, we are starting with A as 26. So we can say A is the 26th letter and Z is the first from the right hand side. Reverse alphabetical coding, starting from the right end, not from the left end, starting with Z as the first letter and A as the 26th letter. If A is 1, Z is 26, if Z is 1, A is 26. This is the reverse alphabetical order of letters in the English alphabet. So what is the code for road using this particular order? First of all, you see here, sorry, trip, T is 7, R is 9, I is 18 and P is 11. That is how we get the code here, 7, 9, 1, 8, 11. So if you take out the positional value here, what will be road equal to? Now you understand this. First of all, let us get the answer, then we will see what else we can do. So what will be the answer for road? What is the position value of R? R position value is 9 here, you see. R is 9. What is O? O is 12. A is 26 and D is 23. So you can see here that the answer is road is equal to 9122623. That is the code for road. Please understand, we are not using the positional value starting from A1, B2, but starting from the right hand side. Z is equal to 1, Y is equal to 2, right? That is very important for you to understand. So just I will erase this. So we have got the answer here. Now we will see, now are we going to remember the entire code every time we get this question, or there can be a faster way of doing it? What can be a faster method of finding and getting the answer? Just like we have learnt earlier, the positional value of the in between letters using the word EJOTY, where B is 2, E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20 and Y is 25. Now we know that these are the positional values 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Now if I want to find out what is the positional value of any of these letters from the end, so if O is 15 from the beginning, then what is the positional value of O from the end? So please remember that the positional value from the beginning, that is when A is 1, and the positional value from the end, that is when Z is 1, always add up to 27. So for every letter, you see the positional value, if I take here A, from the beginning 1, from the end 26, add them, you get 27. So for every letter in the English alphabet, the positional value from the beginning and end always add up to 27. So if I know the positional value from the beginning, from that itself I can find out the positional value from the end. That is very important, that is critical. That is how you will save time. You will not have to write A to Z again and the positional value of each letter. That much time we do not have in the exam. So you see here, for all of these letters, I will not remember the positional value from the end separately. What you will see is that for every letter, the positional value from the beginning and end add up to 27. So 2 plus 25 is 27. If you look at E, 5 and 22, that is also 27. J is 10 from the beginning and 17 from the end, that is also 27. So a simple rule, the positional value from the beginning and the positional value from the end for each of the letters in the English alphabet adds up to or add up to 27. So A is 1 from the beginning and 26 from the end, add them 27. Alright. Now let us do one thing. So I just remove this table and quickly can you find out the code? What will be the code for Bangalore and Mumbai using reverse positional value of letters. Using the reverse positional value, what will be the code for Bangalore? In the previous slide we have seen, to find out the positional value of the words Bangalore and Mumbai by taking A1, B2, what will be the positional value for Bangalore? Now B is the second letter from the beginning. So the positional value from the end will be 25 because 2 plus 25 is 27. So that is what I am asking you to do. Find out the positional value of the letters from the end and code these words Bangalore and Mumbai quickly. What will be the code for Bangalore? See here, Bangalore will be 2526. B is the 25th letter, A 26, N from the beginning O is 15, so N is 14, 14 plus 13 is 27, that is how we get 13. G, E is 5, so G is 7, from the end G will be 20, that is how we get 20, again A is 26, J is 10, we know L is 12, so 12 plus 15, that is how we get 15, that is how we are getting the answer quickly, okay. So the positional value, using the positional value from the end, the code for Bangalore is this much and Mumbai is 146, 142, 52618. Remember that the positional value from the beginning and the positional value from the end add up to 27. That is how you find out quickly the positional value of each letter from the end. Alright. So now we have discussed two of the questions from questions based on positional values. So now it is time for contest. There is a question on the screen. Can you solve and post the answer in the comment? You can post your answer as A, B, C, D. Whoever solves the question correct and fastest will get an atom session free. So try it out. Interesting question. Can you find the answer? You have seen how we solve questions based on positional values. So using that concept, try solving this question and post the answer in the comment section. Look at the values of each letter, look at the code, observe carefully. I am sure you can solve. Observe carefully everything that is happening. What is the change? What could be new in this question? What will be the code for tiger if monkey is coded as 465257, then what will be the code for tiger? Careful observation is required. Alright, time's up. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so let's start with a new question now and see what else we can do. What is the advanced difficulty level in coding by positional values? If the code for project is KILQVXG, then what is the code for leader? Now here I have used letters in the place of letters. But what has this question got to do with positional value? Can we observe and find out the code? What will be the answer? If the code for project is KILQVXG, then what is the code for leader? So here the first letter is P and here the first letter is K. Look at R and I. What could be the coding method used? We are shifting letters, but is it simply shifting by some position or some other logic is there? Now if you see, yesterday also I had briefly discussed with you the concept of opposite letters. Based on the positional value, what are the opposite letters in the English alphabet? If you look at the table here, you start writing from A till M. 13 letters. Total we have 26 letters. So divide 26 by 2, we get 13. O is 15, M is 13. So M is the 13th letter. Write down A, B, C, D till M. So A, B, C, D till M, and then reverse from here. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now each of these is what we mean by an opposite pair. Okay. So M and N are the opposite letters. What does it mean? See, M is 13th letter. 13th letter from left end. That means from A equal to 1, B equal to 2, M is the 13th letter and N is the 13th letter from the right end. That is when we take Z equal to 1. Left end means A equal to 1 and right end means Z equal to 1. This part you have to understand, that each of these here is a pair of opposite letters. If you see here, F, C and X, C is third from the left end and X is third from the right end. Right end means when we take Z equal to 1, left end means when we take A equal to 1. These are the pair of opposite letters. So if you look at the word project, P and K, if you look at P and K, so how are P and K related? P becomes K, opposite pair. If I write the word project, and find out, P is K, opposite letter to P is K, opposite letter to R is I, opposite letter to O is L, opposite letter to J is Q, opposite letter to E is V, C opposite is X and T. T, what is the opposite letter to T? T opposite is G. That is how we get the code. The same thing if we use the word leader, what will be the answer? What is opposite L? So we know opposite L is O, E opposite is V, A is Z, D is W, E is again V and R opposite is I. So this should be your answer, O, V, Z, W, V, I. So very important question based on opposite letters. We have seen how to solve. To understand in future, if we get a question based on shifting or letter positions based on opposite letters, you should know how to solve that question. Alright, we will move to the next question now. In a certain code, if late is written as 38, then how will your code come using the same coding scheme? If late is equal to 38, then what will be the code for come? Now here we have numbers, but we know L is 12, A is 2, so that means we are not just using the positional values, we are doing something with the positional values. So how fast can you get the answer? Can someone get the answer quickly in 15-20 seconds? What is the answer? If late is written as 38, then what will be the code for come? So this is a new type of question. What we are doing here is we are substituting the letters with their positional values first. What is late? L is 12, A is 1, T is 20 and E is 5. How do we get 38 then? How do we get 38? We add the positional values. What we are doing is adding. We are adding the positional value. This gives us that late is equal to 38. Same thing if we do with the word come, then we will get the answer as 36. The positional value of each letter, C is 3, O is 15, M is 13, E is 5, add them and that will get you the answer. So yes, Aditya, Sanjay, Aditya has got the answer right, Bhavna has got the answer right. It's very good, you all trying. Keep engaging with the class, solve questions, post the answer in the comment, that way you will learn better, faster. So we will now go to the next type of question based on positional value of letters. Alright, so positional value we have done. Now we will move to the next type, coding by substitution. Let's see this question. In a certain code language, pair is coded as %8 #2 and cat is coded as 7 #1, then how will care be coded in that language? So this is a basic question from substitution. So from letter positions we have seen from basic to advanced. Now we are going from substitution. We first start with the basic. What is the basic level of question in substitution? What we do here is first write down the word pair, PEAR, and below it we write down the code for pair, %8 #2. Now the next word given to us is cat. We will write down cat and also the code word for cat. So what do we get here? 7 #1. To observe and understand that this is a substitution coding question, the first thing is to look for common letters. What is the common letter here? A. Between these two words the common letter is A. Observe and see, pay attention and see whether the code for A is same in both of these or not. So in the first word, what is the code for A? Hash. In the second word, what is the code for A? Hash. That means it is directly a question based on direct substitution. So if you want to find the code for care, the answer will be 7 #28. That's right. So yes, Bhavna, Sanjay and Aditya all have got the answer right. Very good. So now we move to the next question in substitution type coding. Let's try this out. In a certain code language, honest is coded as 642% plus star exclamation mark equal to $, very big code, and lies is coded as this thing. Then what will be the code for line? What will be the code for line? So here we are using numbers and symbols both. First observe the question carefully. See what approach should be used. How will you solve the question? What is the answer for this question? In a certain code language, the moment we see symbols in a question, it's most likely going to be a substitution question. Okay, so we are not substituting with letters and numbers, substituting by symbols. So careful observation is required. Let's look at the way honest has been coded here to understand the coding technique. If you look at the word honest, here the code is there, the word and the code, and the next word given to us is lies. And what is the code for lies? 422 #@ ? So many symbols, so many letters. हो क्या रहा है इस question में? You are giving an examination, time is running out, आपको तुरंत crack करना है. So you have to be fast. So that is why we need practice, understanding question, understanding methods and practice. And the more you practice, the faster your processor will become, the processor in your mind, it will become faster. You start solving questions faster, start cracking questions faster. So let's see here. First number is 6 here in the code for honest. How is this related to the word honest? How is it? The question you should ask is, how is this related to the word honest? H is not the 6th letter. So what is it? 6 letters. You see here in the word honest we have 6 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So could it be that 6 is here standing for the number of letters in the word honest? Next number is 4. So what has 4 got to do with this word honest? Can we find it out? 4, quickly. 4 here stands for the 4 consonants. We have H, N, S and T. How many consonants are there? 4. So first number 6 stands for number of letters. Next number 4 stands for the number of consonants. So the third number 2 here stands for the number of vowels. You see here the number of letters, number of consonants and number of vowels, that is what 6, 4 and 2 are giving us. Then we have H as %, O as plus, N as star, E as exclamation mark, S equal to T dollar. Remaining part is direct substitution, but we are also adding the number of letters, number of consonants, number of vowels. Same thing is done with lies also. So if you do the same thing with lion, what will be the answer? How many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 letters. How many consonants are there? L and N, so 2. How many vowels? 1 and 2, 2. Now what is the code for L? L is hash, that's how we get hash here. I is at, so we get here at. Where is O? O is plus, so we write plus, and N is star, so we write star. That is what is the answer for this question. So now we have seen both types of question in substitution, basic one and advanced. Usually in exams, in the prelims and mains, you don't find many questions from substitution, but if you get a question from substitution, it will most likely be a more complex one, something similar to what we have seen here in example number 6. So here, now is the time when you will solve the class practice pack, right? Once you hear the sound, okay, here, sorry, we have one question left for you. I'm extremely sorry for this. First let's see this question. This is a new type of question, example number 7. After this you can solve. Alright, so look at this example, example number 7. If pink is called yellow, yellow is called violet, violet is called blue, blue is called black, black is called green, and green is called orange, which of the following is the color of clear sky? This is a different type of substitution where we are directly substituting one word for the another. A very simple question. Normally you find more of these questions in the clerical part of the examination, but since we are covering all concepts from substitution, we will see this also, how to solve this question. So you see here, first of all try to understand what are we looking for, color of the clear sky. Basic science tells us that color of the clear sky is blue. So next we should see from the colors given to you. What is blue called here? What is blue called? Blue is called black. So answer will be black. That's a very simple question. First you see what is the color of sky? The color of sky is blue. What is blue called in this question? Blue is called black. So the very simple question, the answer is black. So now you have time to solve the class practice pack, where we have 10 questions from this topic of substitution and positional value, that are some of the best questions from your topic. When you practice with these questions that I have handpicked for you, and based on the latest difficulty level and predicting the difficulty level in the future, you get a good practice. So once you hear the sound, passport members can immediately start solving the questions from the class practice pack. The difficult questions, the tough questions which most of you will get wrong, I will be discussing tomorrow in the next coding class. So best of luck for you. Start solving the question now.